Hello everybody, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm all decked out in my camo shorts. Hey! In my bathroom, getting ready for a big hike. I'm going to be hiking to the metro station, so we'll see how that goes. It's 9:30, it's a good time, so everything's taken care of here. Got my camo shorts on. And here I go. Turn out the light, want to save energy, and grab that little thingy, and we're heading on out. So we'll see how long it takes to get to the metro station. Temperature inside, what do I care? 60-some degrees. Nice day today. See how this works. Again, I'm testing out the little camera here. And we're heading out the front door. I'm not wearing my hat today, so I'm not too worried about sunburn, and I kind of like the feeling, the breeze. Okay, let's see. I got my keys, I got my wallet, and I got my cell phone, so I think I got everything. Shutting the door. Don't want to lock myself out. That's not a good thing. There, you can see that. Pretty cool, huh? And it's a beautiful October day. It's October the 18th, Saturday, and it is just absolutely gorgeous out here today. I mean, I'd say it's probably about 57 degrees. I don't know, maybe a little cooler. Nice breeze from the northwest. I mean, it is gorgeous. I mean, stunningly gorgeous. There's my car. So we're just going to take a quick walk straight to the metro station and see how long it takes. I've done it before, but never with a video camera before, so we'll see. Let's do a little bit of background. This is Reston, Virginia, 15 miles west of Washington, in case you don't already know that. Now I live in a condo complex called Wiehle Ridge, which is in the south part of town. This is Thoreau Place. This is where the old folks live. There's the gate there to keep them in, the jail cell. And we're heading under South Lakes Drive here. This little tunnel. This is nice. One of the reasons why I like living here is I'm literally a 5-minute, not even that, walk to, a nice shopping center where there's, Safeway, an ABC store for the booze, CVS, there's a nice Starbucks over here where I hang out a lot, gas station, a couple of restaurants. It's a nice place. And literally, that's it. I'm here. See, that's as long as it takes me to get here. We're barely 3 minutes. So if it's snowing or the weather's bad, that's as far as I have to go to get the groceries or whatever. So it's nice. I never have to stock up. If they say bad weather, the Doug of Doom comes on and says it's gonna be bad weather, I never have to do anything because I can always make it to the Safeway. And I think in all the 10 years I've lived here, or 9 years I've lived here, there's only been once the Safeway's been closed because of bad weather. Just one day that I can ever think of. So it's always open. But except, of course, now I'm talking about power failures. That's another thing. So anyhow, we're walking through the parking lot. A lot of people hanging out over here. I don't know why. It's weird. You never see that. It's maybe a young Republican convention or something. I don't know. There's the other door to the Safeway. Okay, well that seems like that's that fitness place. Fitness Fusion 360. There's a fitness place there. And they look like they're having a little get together this morning. So I guess that's what that was. The guy that runs that place, he's really solid guy. I think his name is Joel. He's bald, black dude with, just built. I think he's the guy that runs it, because you see him in there. We passed him there. I don't know if I got a shot of him or not when we zip by, but he always salutes me. He goes, "Hey, Chief," because I'm always decked out in my camo pants. He's a nice guy. And their business seems to be doing really well. They do like personal fitness training, and there's always a crowd in there, and they seem like they're doing really well, so that's good. I haven't gone there. I don't like exercising in facilities. My sister for my birthday one year gave me a subscription to the YMCA. And it's a nice facility. But I'm not one of these people that likes to go in and work on weights and machines and have televisions going and I like outdoor. I like being solitary. I like hiking by myself or with another person. I enjoy hiking with other people. It's not just solitary, but I like being out, and I don't want to do something that I like something that's like, it's my whole philosophy of exercise is don't think of it as exercise. I just like going out and taking a long walk. It doesn't seem like the drudgery of exercise. It's the psychology of it. If it feels like exercise, then it's boring. And my dad had a stationary cycle, and it was fun. It got you the workout on a rainy day or something, but it was the most boring thing in the world. You'd sit there in a room with maybe the newspaper or the TV on, and I swear 30 minutes exercise seemed like 3 hours. And you didn't come away refreshed. You felt like your heart rate was up and all that, and you built maybe a little bit of a sweat, but it wasn't a psychological refreshment that you get out from walking on a day like this. And this is gorgeous. Look, there's Lake Thoreau on this beautiful Saturday morning. Now I'm looking at the clock here on the camera. We're at about almost the 8-minute mark. Not quite. No trespassing. Yeah, right. As I'm continuing, again, the trees are starting to change. Now we're October the 18th, and I'm just gonna, as I said, show you what the walk is like from my place to the metro station. Coming up these nice little pathways. Cutting through, what's this place called? I can't remember all the names of these condo complexes. Lake Breeze or Lake Woods or Lakeport. This is Lakeport. And then there's Harbor Point, Lakeport. As we're approaching Sunrise Valley Drive. And so now, what I could do is literally run across Sunrise Valley Drive right here and get on the right side of the road there, and the pathway just goes straight to the metro station. You go right along the road, which is not that pleasant a walk. I try to avoid pathways that go right along roads. It's just, you hear the cars and the traffic and you breathe the carbon dioxide. But we could do that, and that probably might be the quickest way to do it. But instead, I will do this pretty path. Another look at the lake there. Really pretty today. Okay, as you can see here, we're continuing our walk. There's Upper Lake Drive in South Lakes, or Sunrise Valley. And we're continuing along Sunrise Valley, although we're taking the prettier path, which is on the south side of the road, which kind of curves around and in through the neighborhoods and doesn't go directly along the road. You can see the leaves falling there from the wind. The brisk breeze this morning, very pretty. Pine needles, so don't look up, or you'll get stabbed in the eye with a pine needle. I should have worn my hat. But anyhow, I said you could go along Sunrise Valley, but I'm not. I'm doing the prettier path. Love it when you say hi to people and they just look at you like those gormley ghouls. Hello. They just look at you like, I ain't even talking to you. And we got more of the pine needle daggers coming down here. Shield your eyes. Anyway, this is the walk that goes on the south side of Sunrise Valley. And it's a prettier walk because, again, we're going through the neighborhoods here. We're not walking directly along the road. And there's another reason why I take this walk, other than it being a nicer walk than going along the road there, is that we avoid the intersection with Wiehle Avenue. The problem with Wiehle Avenue there is that it's a really difficult intersection to cross at certain times of the day. So, a lot of traffic. You know, cars whizzing by there. And there's a light there and all that, and you could do that, but it just, you know, I try to avoid super big. And here we are. So we're paralleling Sunrise Valley. Yeah, Reston's confusing. They got all these S-name streets. There's Sunrise Valley. There's South Lakes. And there's Sunset Hills Road. Oh, look at that. Crosswalk. Don't stop. You know, usually where there's a crosswalk, cars will stop for you. Not that lady. But she got on camera. Oh, look at this. Yeah, see now this camera, there's a couple of weird things. I've been very careful not to press the shutter button on this. Okay? And yet, it's already started a new video. It's like I pressed the shutter button and then restarted the video, so I don't know. It do that. I don't know, maybe just the jarring of the camera causes the shutter button to activate. I don't know. So we're back at the 1 minute mark. Somewhere back there, that 11-minute video has decided to turn itself off, and now we're back at the 1 minute mark on another video. So I've been very careful not to press the shutter button. I don't know. Anyhow, as we're taking a look, okay, now look, the camera's all the way down to 1 bar. See? I don't know, those batteries that Michael gave me must not have been fresh batteries. I don't know. It started out 3 bars and now we're down to 1. I don't know. Every day. Maybe the, you know, I don't know why the video keeps cutting off there. Do not know. Cannot say, but I'm just going to plod through anyway and see how this walk goes. So I've already started. Maybe I'll have to turn the camera off for a few minutes and let the battery build back up. Who knows? And then we cross over the other side of Upper Lake Drive here. As you can see, there's a tennis court over there and a happy couple. And then we continue on. What's the name of this street? Doo-doo-doo. I can't see the name of the street. Great something or other. Great Caesar's Ghost Road. I don't know. But anyhow, it's a very pretty walk. You just continue down this road here. And we'll see how long this goes there. But as I said, I put 3 fresh batteries in this morning. So we'll see how they work. As we take a walk from my bathroom to the metro station. I guess we're somewhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. I guess we're probably about 9:45 on a gorgeous Saturday morning here in the Washington metropolitan area. The sun is out. The breezes are blowing. The cool air is coming in from the northwest as Mother Nature says, here at Mother Winter Wendy, Mother Winter Wendy says, here I come. I think we're close to the 15-minute mark. If that other video had about 11 minutes on it, and this one has another 4 or 5. So just testing this out. Now this is a nice walk. You know, it's as I said, I've tried this out before. It's about a 20-minute walk to get up here. And it's a nice walk on a nice day. You know, if it was raining today and it was cold and windy and I had to make, the subway for work, and I was, carrying a briefcase and a laptop and all that stuff, this would be kind of a tough walk. If you're on a nice leisurely jaunt, if you're just going to the metro station on a nice fall October day and you want to just kind of hop the subway and go downtown and catch a few museums, this is fine. If you like hassling with the parking, then whatever. Now, here, if you look at these parking signs over here, they actually prohibit parking on Monday through Friday. And it's hard to see that with the light back there, but okay, this is Great Meadow Drive we're on. No parking. 9 to... See there. But weekends, it's okay. So you could come over here and park, and I think like some other people probably have, and then just walk across the street and hit the metro station. Now you can park, I think, at the metro station on weekends for free, so it's not a big deal either. But oh look, a swan! I knew we'd see some wildlife. I knew it. Anyway, so now we come up on Sunrise Valley Drive. What we've done is we've missed the intersection with Wiehle Avenue, which is kind of around it. And so you have this unsignalized little intersection that crosses over Sunrise Valley, which we will attempt to cross. And it shouldn't be that bad. Except this morning when there's all these cars coming. You wouldn't think on a Saturday morning there'd be all this traffic. You think it's rush hour. That's the intersection with Wiehle down there, so then we come into this little Commerce Metro Center parking lot. Okay, and it's 9:51. And the temperature is 69. I don't think the temperature's 69. Maybe it is. It feels cooler with the wind blowing. So it's just about 20 minutes to here. And we're practically at the metro station. You know, the metro station is literally right behind this building. So we are right there for all intents and purposes. You want to park over here because there's towing enforced. And of course, you can't drive through here because it's a gated parking lot. But again, as I say, a beautiful, just stunningly gorgeous thing. Looks like a transit police car paroling the area there. Here we are, turning the corner. Dum 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 dum. There's the Wiehle Avenue, Reston Metro Station. And that's about maybe 21 minutes. I don't know. But anyhow, it's a nice walk. Not a big crowd here today. Okay, so yeah, just a little over 20 minutes. I could have maybe run a little bit and made it 20. So that was a good, 20-ish, 22 minutes, I don't know. The train is waiting there. there we are. We just walked through the station. Now we're on the north side of the station, heading over to the car park, as they say in England, the car park. There's from whence we came, across the bridge there. And there we are. So that should do my video. I was just testing out the camera. Okay, we've gone into a third segment here. And there's the weird pipe art, plastic pipe artwork. So anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera off. It's weird, it just goes into a third segment here. We started, for some reason it turns off and turns back on again. I don't know, maybe it has some sort of weird camera, but it seems to work. Alright folks, adios amigos.